Welcome back, Heroclix fans. Today I have another Marvel unboxing featuring the Guardians of the Galaxy, and this is the movie-based set. So the characters and the models and sculpts are going to be from the movie, not from the comics. We're going to do this really quick here. It's been a couple days I needed to do this, but we're going to get to it. Here we have some Star-Lord, Gamora, some officers, and we have Rocket Raccoon, we have Groot, Gamora, Drax, Star-Lord, and Rocket. This set is going to be really, really cool. If you haven't seen it, you are going to be in for a treat here. We also have Ronan as well. Let's take it and open it up right now. So, if you guys didn't know, there is two different versions of this set. We have the Hobby set, which is this box, and then there's also a mass market set that is at Target. There are some exclusive figures that are only in the Hobby set, like this Nebula right here. This is an exclusive from the Hobby set. So that's pretty cool here. Can't get a good look here. 73 points. Boom, boom, Nebula. Get a good look here. Boom. Okay, Nebula. She's pretty good, actually. And let's keep on going here. Also, there's a 8-figure base set that you will find in both. Number 1 through 8 you can find in the Hobby set, also in the mass market set. But there are going to be 4 rares from the Hobby set and 4 rares from the mass market set. And we will show you the rares from this one. And there's also exclusive chase figures as well. There's a chase figure from here, which is actually Star-Lord. And then there's a chase figure in the other one, which is Rocket Raccoon. I wish that one was this box, but it is not. So we just have to live with what we have. Okay, so we've already seen Star-Lord and Commander and Nebula. Let's take a look here. Ah, our favorite little raccoon, Rocket Raccoon. This guy is really cool and a very good figure for 90 points. I will slow this review down just to take a look at him because he is a fan favorite. So let's take a look at that guy right now, and you can see right there, good little Rocket Raccoon. We have Sharpshooter, trait, 7 range, 2 targets, and that is Tiny. The cool thing about Tiny is from range you get +1 to your defense if someone shoots you, so it's a little bit harder to hit you. Also, tiny size characters can be carried for free, so they can basically just tag along any other character that's bigger than them. And so it's really cool. So like a flyer can carry a grounded character, and also a tiny figure can hop along either on the standard figure or the flyer, which is all these nice benefits. Alright, let's take a look at the dial here. You can see you got run and shot with special defense and range combat expert. Alright, let's take a look at here. Technical genius. Rocket Raccoon can use perplex, but only to modify attack and defense values. When he uses perplex, he can target both a friendly and opposing character and modify same combat values for each. Now how I read that, you can perplex up attack here, but then you would have to perplex your opponent, either perplex up or down their attack. In most cases you're going to want to perplex down their attack. It doesn't say you have to perplex +1 or -1, it just says same combat value. I don't believe it would be you have to perplex up attack for both, but it could be. I just don't believe that's the way it's worded, because it just says modify the same combat value for each, meaning you have to modify that same combat value for attack. So I'm modifying his attack, now my opposing character I gotta modify their attack, but it can be negative. Now also here, it's not something you have to do. It says you can. So you can modify your opponents down. But like it says here, it's only for attack and defense values. So, something to think about. but it's a pretty nice ability. Also, we have a special for attack, energy explosion, and precision strike. Really good combination. And the special defense. Rocket Raccoon is targeted with an attack, any attack. Roll a d6, subtract 3, minimum 1, increase his defense value by that result. So every time he's attacked, you get to roll a d6. Roll the d6, subtract 3, and then you get plus that amount. So even on a 1, you get an 18 defense. And if it's a range attack, you're going to get the +1 because of tiny size, and then you get to roll for that power. So you're going to be at 19. If you're in hinder and terrain, boom, you're at a 20. Basically, Rocket Raccoon can be 20 defense almost always. Close combat will be a little bit different because you will only have your special here, and you know, if you roll a 6, you'll get it. If you roll a 5, you'll get +2. But it's really good for 90 points. He's got sharpshooter, so you can range combat expert up close. So it's really, really good. Let's take a look on the back side here. Nothing too crazy. But I want to cover this guy one more time just so you guys know how much I really like this figure and how good he really is. Ranged Combat Expert, you can +2 to your damage or 2 to your attack, or 1 each. Also, you have this Perplex that you can perplex up your attack. So with Ranged Combat Expert, you can basically you can modify your attack all the way up to a 14. With your Perplex, which would be a 12, and then Ranged Combat Expert up to a 14. You could also Ranged Combat Expert up to 5 damage. Now you can't run and shot with Ranged Combat Expert, but if you're just going to do sit there and shoot, there you go. Like I also mentioned, his defense power, he's going to be really hard to hit at all times. This figure is amazing. Let's go through the dial really quick here. And as you see, he'll stay solid for the points. He's not a very long dial, but when he is in play, he is rather effective. This is the Energy Explosion Precision Strike, which can be used with run and shot. It's hard to spin. And that's his dial right there, basically. Pretty short dial though, but this guy is pretty good. Well, he is still alive. The top click is going to be really difficult to KO. Obviously, he does not have Indom, so if he pushes, he will take clicks of damage for doing that. But there's other ways around that with using resource dials to give him willpower, like the Bat Belt. But anyways, this guy's really cool. I'm super excited that they made a new Rocket Raccoon, and it's a really good Rocket Raccoon. Let's get going. And that guy took a while, but he is amazing. Okay. Alright, so we have a Nova Corpseman. Okay, now, Corpseman, now I want to let you guys know I am selling these sets of 12 on my store for $28 plus shipping. So definitely check it out if you're looking to get these figures. Also, I have the starter sets as well for $20, and the chase figures that you'll see in here for also $20. So if you're looking at any of this stuff, you're looking at it, you're like, yeah, I want to get some of that, definitely check out my website, glasscabinethobbies.com. Pick it up. You won't be upset. You won't regret it. These figures are really good. Some really cool figures in this set. Okay, let's keep on going. Let's see here. We're not going to do any doubles just because there's no reason to. Here we have Groot. He'll also be in the set as well. This one is really, really cool. I'm not going to go into too much detail on this guy just because we've already spent a lot of time on Rocket. But you will see here he can be played at 2 different point values, 198, which is kind of a weird starting point, and 90 points. I will just take a look at his starting click here so you can kind of get a look here. We have Charge, Quake, Impervious, and a special damage power, which is pretty long here. Outwit, Plasticity, opposing characters within 2 squares, and line of fire must roll breakaway from Groot. Special defense, which is a stop click here. It's pretty long. I'm not going to sit here and read it for you, but you can take a look at it right here. And it's pretty cool though. It is pretty cool. Okay, let's get going on this. So Groot right here, pretty nice starting click here. And yeah, he's a monster. We'll take a look off the dial here so you can just get a good peek here so that you get an idea. You'll see that last click there with that special. Not bad at all. It's pretty cool. And we have a Groot. We have a Groot. And from this one, you know, comic and the movie version, it's pretty much the same, you know, especially with Rocket. I mean, they're both CGI characters, so they can look very similar than they, you know, as they do in the comics. Okay, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. What is this? What is this? Okay, so here is our chase figure. This is Star-Lord right here. When Star-Lord is KO'd due to an opposing character's attack, deal that character 2 unavoidable damage. So if you kill him, boom, he's going to do some damage back to you. He also has some really good stats here. And I will take a look at the dial real quickly. Take a look at the top part. And you see there, we have Indom with Sharpshooter, 7 range, 2 targets. Take a look at the dial here, if we can pop it off real quick. Take a look there. It's invulnerability, toughness, 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 combat reflexes, combat reflexes. It's a pretty solid dial, 450 points, but it's really offensive, and yeah, it's a pretty good figure. Nice, nice model of Chris Pratt. So, yeah, those are actually the 3 main figures that I really wanted to show you guys in this set. There is a Ronin in this set, and it is in the base set. I will take a little peek at him. Here's Gamora. She's pretty solid for the points as well, 73 points. Like I said, Ronin is actually pretty nasty in this set. Here, oh, look, there's another Rocket Raccoon. Pretty nice. And I have noticed that they haven't... you're not guaranteed to pull like 2 sets of 8. You're not guaranteed. So not every box will have 2 Rocket Raccoons. It will at least have 1, but not 2. Here we have... Let's see here. Some of these guys right here, we're not going to go too much in detail. They're not the reason why you're watching this video. Alright, here's another Star-Lord, the common one. This one's actually pretty solid as well. The Star-Lord in the base set. Let's see. Okay, as you see, it's the second Nebula. Like I said, this one is also the rare. So there is going to be 3 other rares from this set that we've only seen 1 of them. And I got 2 of this one so far. So I don't want to spoil it if you haven't seen it. And here's the other, one of the other rares. This one's actually pretty solid if I do so say myself. You can basically use Perplex and Outwit if you share a keyword. If she can target Nova Corps members anywhere on the map with that. So that's pretty cool. But she has to be in your starting area and not adjacent to an opposing character. But she can draw lines of fire and count range and squares to any one friendly character with Nova Corps. So that's pretty solid. Also, the share the world through the world mind. So that's pretty nice. It's a rare, 60 points, pretty good for Nova teams. Keep it going, keep it going. Not all these figures have that keyword though, so it's going to be something in the future that might pick up since Galactic Guardians just got retired. Oh, that's the second one of him. Here we go. All right. Second one of her. See that? Okay, we've already pulled 2. Oh, Groot. Groot is the rare. I actually did not mention that. Groot is a rare, so we've seen 3 of the rares so